All right, I want to say Shalom. I want to give our praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakal Kadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who do rule well. In salutation, you Akim pushing this word with truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth. I'm Brother Gabar. Shalom. All right, and I want to go into today's lesson. Basically, we have to be reborn again, man. All right, to you brothers that's coming up to camp, all right, and you people that's coming out of Christianity and Islam and all of these different religions, you 5%ers, all these things that you people have been participating in. When you come up to the camp and of the men of the Lord, be humble, man, and hold your peace. All right, you have to be retaught again. You have to be rehabilitated, basically, like they say when you go to jail, right? They say you just a criminal, a career criminal, right? They send you to jail to not to be rehabilitated, basically, not to go there and commit more crimes. All right, you got to go there to be rehabilitated, which is, we know on a carnal level, people don't be rehabilitated. They come out worse than they actually was. But in this case, in this scenario of being in this truth, all right, you have to be done away with all the false doctrines and the lies and the things that you was taught of the world. All right, because you can't bring pagan holidays and Christianity and celebrating idols into this truth. All right, you have to do away with those things. So that's why the scriptures say, man, you have to be as a little child, man. All right, and I'm gonna just get that precept here in Matthew's 18th chapter, man. I'll read from 2 on down. It says, and Yahweh shall call a little child unto him, and set him in the midst of them, and said, Verily I say unto you, except ye be converted and become as little children, ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven, man. So you're not going to enter into the kingdom of heaven, all right, unless you come as a little child, being meaning ready to learn, because children are ready to learn whatever you teach them. All right, you can't that's humble, man. That's humility. You have to come up with and be ready to learn. You can't come in to this truth, come up to brothers, the men of the Lord. Yeah, I know this, I know that, and I'm on your level. No, if you coming out of Christianity, how can you come to the men of the Lord, all right, and say, yeah, I know that, I know the Bible too? No, you do not know. You do not know the scriptures, man. All right, you don't know the scriptures. You have to be retaught again. The things that you think you know, you don't know, man. All right, you have to be retaught again. All right, verse 4, it says, whosoever therefore shall humble himself as this little child, and that's a problem with a lot of our people, man. They cannot humble down, all right, because it might be a younger brother, let's say in his 20s, all right, early 30s, that may have been in the truth 10 years. It might be a brother coming out of Christianity, been in Christianity 30 years, but only been aware that he's an Israelite maybe 1 year, all right. He has to come, when he come up, he has to humble himself to that younger brother, because that younger brother is older in the faith, all right. He's older in the faith than you, man, all right. That younger brother would be considered 10 years old in his faith. You would be considered 1 year, a little baby. You'll be 1 year old in his truth, all right. So this is not about seniority, man. This is about the spirit, all right. And brothers got to know when to humble down, all right. Verse 5, let's read. It says, for whosoever shall receive such little children in my name receiveth me, all right. Well, let's read verse 4, then finish it. It says, whosoever therefore shall humble himself as this little child, the same is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven, all right. And it says, and whoso shall receive one such little child in my name receiveth me, all right. It says right, so basically you have to be come as a little child, man, you have to be retaught again, man. It don't matter how long you think you've been in Bible study and Christianity, how long you've been going to church, you don't know the scriptures, man. All right, you have to desire the sincere milk, as the scriptures say, man. You have to be built up. All right, you can't come up and just be I know this certain things. I'm so teach me this dark breakdown. No, you have to be retaught again, man, from the sincere milk before you get to eat before you start eating meat, man. All right, so you have to humble yourself as a little child and be willing to learn, man. Be the scriptures say, man, be more ready to hear than before you get a sacrifice of fools, man. All right. So matter of fact, let's I'll grab that precept as well, but let's go to John, because this is a very important topic here that we're speaking on, man, which the Lord explained to Nicodemus. This is John 3, and started 2. It says, the same came to Yahushua by night, and said unto him, Rabbi, we know that thou art a teacher come from Yahweh, for no man can do these miracles that thou doest except Yahweh be with him. All right. In verse 3 it says, Yahushua answered and said unto him, Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of heaven. Of the Salaki, he cannot see the kingdom of Yahweh. All right, so we have to be born again, man. Like I said, you can't, you're not entering into the kingdom on Christianity. You're not entering into the kingdom on Islam. All right. You're not entering into the kingdom being Jehovah's Witness. You're not entering into the kingdom being Catholic. All right, all these different religions, man. You're not entering into the kingdom that way. All right, you have to be born again, man. All right. Verse 4, it says, Nicodemus said unto him, How can a man be born when he is old? All right. It says, Can he enter in the second time into his mother's womb and be born? Verse 5, Yahushua answered, Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born of water and of the Spirit, he cannot enter into the kingdom of Yahweh. All right, so you have to be. What's that water, man? That water is this these scriptures, man. All right, because the scriptures say, "He that believeth on me," as the scripture has said, out of his belly should flow rivers of living water. So that's that water that it's talking about. That's the real baptism. All right. You have to be washed through the water of the word. All right. So that's what the scriptures is talking about. That's the true baptism. You know, it's not just going to church and getting dunked underwater and coming back up and still sinning. All right. And continuing in the folly that you was already doing before you was baptized. All right. It's talking about the washing of the hearing of the word, man. All right. So let's read that again. It says, Yahushua answered, Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born of water and of the Spirit, he cannot enter into the kingdom of Yahweh. All right. It says, that which is born of the flesh is flesh, and that which is born of the Spirit is spirit, man. So verse 7, it says, Marvel not, I said unto thee, ye must be born again. All right. So we have to be born again. All right. So don't marvel when you come up to the men of the Lord. All right. And they say, man, look, you gotta, it don't matter what you've been taught, 30 years in Christianity or whatever you've been into, you have to be born again. All right. And sometimes you brothers can already be woke to the fact that you're Israelite. You can be part of certain camps. All right. Who know that they're Israelites, man. But if they're going off about something, all right, that they have to be learned all over again. All right. Say, for instance, if you coming out of GOCC or IURC and you come up to Great Millstone, basically, you have to be reborn again, man. You have to humble yourself down and be retaught all over again as a little child, man. So that's what this scripture is speaking about. Matter of fact, let's go to Hebrews 5:12. It says, for the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again. All right, which be the first principles of the oracles of Yahweh, and are become such as have need of milk and not of strong meat, man. So you had to be taught again, man. You know, if you've been in going on for 30 years in Christianity or under a false doctrine, you coming up to the men of the Lord, you have to be retaught again, man. All right, you can't come up talking about the book of Jasher, the book of Enoch, all these things that contradict the scriptures. All right, you can't come up with that. You have to be born again, man. All right, and before you can even teach again, man, you basically have to be born again. You can't even qualify to be teaching until you be taught or retaught again, man. All right. So even for some of you brothers that's coming from these different Israelite camps, man, you know, you come up, you leave one camp, go to another camp, man. Look, man, you have to be born again, man, before brothers got to try your spirit. You have to be born again, all right? And let's get that in Romans 12. Let's start at 1. It says, Romans 12:1 said, I beseech you, brethren, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. All right. So we have to present our bodies as a living sacrifice, man. That's why we wear our garments, man. All right. We wear our fringes with the ribbon of a border of blue. All right. We got beards on our face. All right. We don't get lineups. We don't shave our head bald. We don't eat pork. We keep the Sabbath. All right. We keep the high holy days to the best of our ability, the Passover. All right. We do all these things, man, to make our bodies a living sacrifice, man, to Yahweh, man, showing him that, look, we're humbled down, man, and we're trying our best, all right, to keep the law, statutes, and the commandments to the best of your ability. Because if you came out of Christianity, you're not doing none of these things, all right? If you coming out of Islam, you're not doing none of these things. If you've been in Islam, Christianity for 20 plus years, or whatever, any other religions that you people might participate in, Jehovah's Witness, you gotta humble down again, because you wasn't doing none of these. You wasn't making your body a living sacrifice. Reason why I know, because I know that they don't teach you to do so. All right, they teach you that the laws are done away with. So therefore, coming up to the house of the Lord, all right, you have to be humble, man, and be retaught again. All right, and like I said, that comes from the washing of the word, man. All right, by the hearing of the word. That's how you get baptized, man. It's being taught this truth. All right, that's the true baptism. Verse 2, it says, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh. So that's the will of Yahweh, man, is to be renewing your mind, all right? Because coming into this truth, man, before coming into this truth, we always wicked. All right, we couldn't just walk up and and just get this truth overnight. All right, it takes some time, man. We have the renewing of your mind. You have to put off that old man. All right, you have to change who you once was, man. All right, by the renewing of your mind and of your spirit. All right, because you can't just you can't just walk up and say, look, I already know what y'all know. You know what I'm saying? But I want to be down. No, man, you have to be tried again, man. Your spirit has to be tried, all right? Matter of fact, let's get that in Ecclesiastes 5. All right, 5:1, it says, keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of Yahweh, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools, all right? For they consider not that they do evil, man. So you brothers coming up don't want to be humble, who's trying to basically debate, the men of the Lord when you're not even learned in the scriptures. All right, how can you? It's just unfair, man. You coming out of Christianity, how can you even debate the men of the Lord, the true prophets of the Lord? It's unfair because you don't know the scriptures. That's why, you always see you so-called Christians, all right, you always losing in a debate with Israelite, all right, and this Israel is certain Israelites, man, don't even have to be have the 100% doctrine to confound a Christian, man, all right. It's certain Israelite camps, man, who go off, who still can defend confound a Christian, man. All right. So be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools, man. All right, because you don't know, you don't consider that you're doing evil. All right, by coming up to the house of the Lord, man. All right, and the scriptures say, "Where two or three more are gathered in my name." Let's go back to Matthew's. All right. Uh, right. Oh, let's see. Salakia. Yeah, I believe this is the precept I'm looking for. This is Matthew's 18, and right, this Salakia, I'm looking for the precept where it says two or three more gathered in my name, there I am in the midst of them. Let's just read Matthew's 18. Matter of fact, I got my scriptures open right next to me. See if I have it highlighted. Up, it's 20. Salakia. This is Matthew's 18 and 20 says, "For where two or three are gathered together in my name, there I am in the midst of them." All right, so that's the true church, man, of the Most High, man. With two or three more brothers that are learned in the scriptures, man, are gathered in the name Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, there he is in the midst. All right, in the midst of them. Okay, so when you come up to the house of the Lord, man, when you come to the men of the Lord, man, that's the church. All right. So keep thy foot, man, before you give the sacrifice of fools, man, because you have to be relearned again in this truth, man. All right. You have to put off that old man. All right. Let's get that in Colossians. Let's see. Is it 3:10? Right. This is Let's start at 9. It says, "Lie not one to another, seeing that ye have put off the old man with his deeds." All right. Verse 10, it says, "And have put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him." All right. So you have to put off that old man. All right. You have to put on that new man. All right. Which is in an image of Yahweh. All right, which is coming in the correct doctrine. You have to put on that new man. That's that new man. All right, is learning these scriptures. You have to be taught, man. You have to be taught these scriptures, man. Matter of fact, let's go to Isaiah 30 and 20. It says, "And though the Lord Yahweh will give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers," man. So you're going to see your teachers, man, because we out on the highways and byways pushing this true doctrine, man, coming in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. All right, we're your teachers, man. All right, your eyes shall see your teachers, man. All right. Let's get another precept, man. I'm close out. Yep. This is Acts 8 and 30. It says, "And Philip ran thither." Matter of fact, let's start at 28. It says, was returning and sitting in his chariot reading. Let's start at 27. It says, and he arose and went, and behold, a man of Ethiopia, a eunuch of the great authority under Candace, queen of the Ethiopians, who had the charge of all her treasure, and had come to Jerusalem for to worship, was returning and sitting in his chariot, read Isaiah the prophet. Then the Spirit said unto Philip, Go near and join thyself to this chariot. And Philip ran thither to him, and heard him read the prophet Isaiah, and said, Understandest thou what thou readest? All right. It says, and he said, How can I, except some man should guide me? And he desired Philip that he would come up and sit with him. All right. So you have to be taught this truth, man. All right. Brothers be proud and puffed up and say, nobody teaches me this truth. I don't need nobody to teach me this truth, that I can get it on my own. All right. No, you have to be taught this truth all over again, man, by one of the men of the Lord. All right. Because like I said, you don't choose the Lord, he chooses you. All right. The scriptures say, look, you have not chosen me, I have chosen you. All right. So you can't just say, look, I'm learned in the scriptures, I'm gonna go learn myself. No, man, the Lord set men up. All right. He set great men up. All right. To lead the flock, man. All right. So the moral the moral to this subject is, man, look, humble yourself, man, when you coming up to the house of the Lord, when you see the men of the Lord. All right. And keep thy foot in our mouth, man. And remember you have to come as a little children and be taught this truth all over again. All right. We don't care what you picked up in the world or things you might know. You have to hold your peace on that, man, and basically humble yourself and let the Spirit flow. All right. And try to and be ready to hear. All right. So you have to get understanding, man. All right. But with that, I'm going to close out. I'm going to give our praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rakal Kadash. I'm going to give double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who do well. And salutation to Akim, pushing this word with truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth. Shalom.